policy and who's right, who's wrong. Tom Aspinall is involved in a disagreement. He thinks it's terrible that the UFC start time for 3:04 is terrible for the UK fans. So, your thoughts on
What
start
time's
time?
it start?
I don't know.
Well, might be nice to know.
Yeah.
It's probably for the states.
He actually offers an alternate time slot.
Yeah, okay, because he has a lot of say.
Well, I mean, he's the champ.
No, he's not.
He has a belt.
Well, he bought it at Kmart. It's the interim belt, so it's really not a belt. He's been, I did read something about he's the most challenged interim champion of all time.
Okay.
Because most people don't care about the interim belt.
I mean, should there be an interim belt?
No.
So it says that this means that the main event will likely not take place until 5 a.m. BST,
Yeah, their time.
which has resulted in a lot of backlash from the fans. So, you know, should they, if you're the main event, shouldn't you know, they make the time start for like the fan base from the main event?
I think the president or CEO, whatever Dana White's title is, I believe his response is, you don't like it? Don't effing fight.
That's true.
You'll do what you're told.
But the late fight cards, I mean, look.
It's for the states.
The last UFC fight didn't go until 2 in the morning. I mean, it was like 1:30 for
Eastern.
For the 300.
Yeah, Eastern.
It was so late.
No, it's brutal.
It's awful.
And it's really not even for.
Is there a solution?
No, because who are you trying to please? You know, they've had them where it's been Saturday morning here in the States with Australia and whatever. It's a worldwide thing. So who are you pleasing? Is it the TV?
They don't have
Is
enough,
it the
they don't
game?
have enough data analysis yet to know where their market is, where they sell the most pay-per-views. Are your fans out of Denver because that's where the UFC started? Are your fans out of Las Vegas because it's the fight capital? Are they from the East Coast because that's just more people on the Eastern Seaboard? Like, who is your number one market? And then customize it to them.
I would say the East because that's where I live. And they should please the East because that's where I live.
I agree.
And your main event should start at, let's be realistic.
10 o'clock.
No, well, it starts at 10 o'clock now.
Like your main fight should start at 10 o'clock. Like
Well, right, I'm saying the main card right now starts at 10, started at 8.
Started at 8. I agree. Because then you're done by midnight at the max.
But the problem is then you're done out there at 9.
Yeah, but that's when everybody goes out to the nightclubs and goes.
It'd be great for me. It would save me a ton of money.
Vegas doesn't even start until like Miami. Like no one even shows up until 1 in the morning. You know, it's just a different culture. So start the fights earlier for like the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you do 2 fights. You have the fight card. They all fight during the daytime, like bodybuilding. You go and you compete in the morning, do an intermission, then you come back and do a night show for entertaining the fans. So everybody fights in the morning, and then they go to intermission, and then come back and fight at night for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, don't look that way.
For the live show.
For the
2
live.
fights in one day.
Well, 3. Do it like old UFC.
Yeah, but you fight the same
Tournament.
person. You fight them in the morning, then you fight them again at night.
Well, who was the fighter? You won't remember, but we had a fighter on where he won that title where it was like boxing is the first fight, then he did kickboxing the second fight, and then MMA was the third fight.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. That's the future.
Yeah.
I think we should do one where breakfast buffet first, then you get an hour off, then you do the lunch buffet.
You got to run through the KFC drive-thru.